It seems like a nerdy Thursday. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another live edition of the Street Geeks. As always, I'm your boy, John J., and with me is my dog, Stu. What's going on, Stu? Dog.
Sup, man?
What's up? Man, and you said it, man. Today is the day that we've been waiting for. We got the finale of season 2 Loki, and if you're joining us, you're tuning in to this live watch party. Please help us out. Give us a like, share, subscribe, and comment. Comment down below. If we get into a topic you like. But man, Stu, dog, Loki season 2 finale, man. How hyped are you for this thing, bro?
I'm ready. My body's ready.
Yes, sir. I'm digging it. So last week we saw Loki kind of going back in time and snatching up everybody that he needed. His time Avengers, if we want to say.
No,
um, but he
or
he learned to control his glitching.
yeah, he did.
So
Now it's an asset.
yeah. So what are your expectations heading into this week? You think we're gonna get to see that as a power?
Oh, of course. Yeah, easily.
He can almost
Maybe
kind of go Doctor Strange time stone with that thing. Like
that is true. Maybe he can't fully control it just yet. Maybe it just works in moments of like extreme stress. Like I don't know, I'm about to die.
yeah. Um, and is it like a straight line? Is it only within the branch? Can he hop
Wait,
around to other moments?
did,
It's probably a straight line. It's probably linear though.
didn't he say like it's not a feeling, it's a person? So like he has to think of the person at the place and time of when he's thinking, and it takes him there.
And we got a comment from Sarav. Sorry if I messed this up. Sarav Raj. When will Loki episode be out? It will be at 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central.
Yep.
And we're gonna be watching it live on here and reacting live. But and yes, I do see your comments. Yes, thank you very much. Um, but yeah, I am expecting to see another version or maybe the Victor Timely version, but definitely gonna see some type of Kang variant. I think maybe Victor
Oh,
Timely. Maybe we go back to that point. I did see in the trailer there was a scene where Loki is explaining to someone what to do inside of that loom room or whatever that is.
yeah.
So I'm thinking
The
that's the
Loom Room.
Victor. Yeah, the loom room. I'm thinking that's the Victor Timely variant. Maybe he rewound back to that moment. What do you think about that? That makes sense.
Yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, who else could it be? Like anyone else goes out there, they're probably going to get vaporized.
Yeah. So I've um I've been trying to figure out how they gonna bring this thing around. Like as far as are they gonna tie this into any of the upcoming stuff? I don't know. I doubt that this ties into the Marvels, but I do believe that this. I'm kind of expecting some sort of Deadpool tie-in if the rumors are true that the TVA is gonna be in Deadpool 3. It will be kind of cool to see that. Maybe an end credit scene.
Oh, that would be funny. Of
Yeah.
course, Deadpool would be in the one place where we're like, no, you should not be here. Like,
And
you should not be here.
Sarav says, I'm waiting since night and now it's morning and I'm still waiting, by the way. I'm from India. Wow, shout out to you.
Hey,
And
man.
I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Um, but it's an honor to have you on, man. We are waiting as well. We are so hyped for this moment. Um, Definitely can't
It's gonna
wait to
be
see how
great,
this
man.
plays out. Yeah, man.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. So what about some of our earlier predictions from the beginning of the season? Remember, I said I wanted to see somebody's. Well, not that I wanted to see it, but they talked about it so much. Were we going to see somebody's skin peel going through that loom room?
Oh my god. Well, we might. Yeah, we'll have to see it. I mean, we saw spaghettification,
Yeah.
and uh, I really don't want to know what it looks like to have your skin peeled off. Well, technically, skin getting peeled off is when they go out there to fix the wound because of how it like deteriorates the suit. So like, if the suit goes away, then that's their skin getting peeled off. Oh,
Yeah.
ugh.
Crazy. This Rob says, "Yeah, I'm pronouncing it right. Great, great, great. It's good to hear. Good to hear." So Rob, you watching it with anybody? You got some MCU fans out there with you, or solo dolo as we like to say. But yeah, man. I also want to see what happens with Miss Minutes. Miss Minutes, she kind of reset,
Mhm.
but is she still out there? Feels like there's got to be some type of overarching villain in this, and it feels like it's got to be Miss Minutes, or it's got to be something. It's time the end villain in this. What you thinking on that, Stu?
Man, I don't know. I mean, it all signs would point to Miss Minutes, making it like the obvious one. But I don't know. We could
I
get a
believe that.
surprise evil Kang, or it could, be what's her name, Ren Slayer.
Renslayer. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Early morning, Sarav. Everybody sleeping. I got you. Got you. So try not to be too loud. But yeah, Renslayer. That's a good one. Um, do we get some more? What's his name? Brad Wolf.
I hope not.
I I want to see. Speaking of which, last week it was kind of a surprise to me when Sylvie, when she had enchanted Brad Wolf and had Renslayer 1-on-1. I was surprised that she didn't end her because she's been
Yeah,
harboring a lot of hate for her entire life, and she had the
that is.
opportunity and she just kicked her at the end of time.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Maybe it's because Loki did get through to her and got her to at least accept on a personal level that if she kills her, then like it would hurt her more than it would help her.
Yeah, yeah, maybe you're right. And
Because Renslayer likes to push her, like she wants her to kill her, you know,
yeah, and
for some reason.
Sarah says his friend spoiled episode 5, so that's why he waiting early to spoil his friend. Nice. I like your style. I like your style. I like the cut of your jib.
Preemptively striking.
Yes, yes,
Nice.
my dog Sarah.
Initiative.
But yeah, we got to see something with Renslayer at the end of time. Do we see Eliath come back? Maybe we get the Lokis again. Let me see Alligator Loki, Kid Loki. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm hoping that we can get that.
I would really like to see those guys.
Yeah. Um, there have been rumblings and teases. We've seen a lot of potential young Avengers characters. Maybe we can somehow get young Loki over into the main timeline. You
Ooh.
and also I was also wondering, looking ahead at the Secret Wars movie that's coming.
Hmm.
I don't know how familiar you are with that story of Secret Wars, but it was all these incursions on all of the different universes collapsing into each other. and in the end, they were in what was called Battle World. You know, it was kind of like an amalgamation of all of the worlds brought together by
Oh my god.
Doctor Doom in the comics, who we haven't met yet in MCU. So I don't know how they're gonna bring this around. But yeah, Doctor Doom had the powers of the Beyonder, and he became God Emperor Doom. That's where that came from.
Oh Jesus.
But he had brought in different parts of all of the universes into what was called Battle World, and only the strong survived. And I'm wondering, is that end of time? That's a great spot for Battle World. I'm wondering, is that where Battle World is going to be at? Are we getting that? That would be a hype moment for me.
That would be pretty cool. That sounds pretty cool.
The Secret Wars was a pretty dope story, and although the MCU has been kind of going backwards of late, Secret Wars in the comics was brought to kind of reset the timeline, bring everything, reset the Marvel universe, bring everything together, the continuity.
Okay.
And so MCU doing it at this time is kind of the right time because they need a reset. So they're it makes sense the way they're doing this, bringing this together. Hopefully
It's
afterwards we can get a
an
universe
ace
with
up their sleeve.
yeah.
Okay, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Like that sounds pretty cool if they can actually pull that off. The only thing they got to manage is how to keep our interest till then.
Well, and I think that's why we've been getting all of the rumors of late about the classic characters coming back. I'm hearing RDJ, Scarlet Joe, possibly. I don't know about Chris Evans, Steve Rogers. I think he's interested, but he wanted to make sure. He said out his mouth he wanted to make sure Anthony Mackie had his day as Captain America, which was quite noble.
I think that's pretty cool because, like, I do like Anthony Mackie, and I would definitely like to see him film into the Captain America role more.
Yeah. But eventually, I think we do need to get them both back. But Secret Wars is the perfect way to bring them back. You know, they can always just be different variants from the multiverse, and they end up on Battle World, and they come back into the main MCU. Either that, or just in the reset, they're back in the main MCU. So if you're gonna bring them back, Secret Wars is the time to do it. I don't know if you remember. You probably don't because you're a little bit young and wet behind the ears.
Mhm.
But I don't know if you remember the animated Spider-Man series.
I remember it. I didn't watch it because when that was going, my dude was Batman, and the Batman animated
Mine too.
series was
Mine too. I did watch a lot of the Batman animated series. But in the Spider-Man one, they did Secret Wars, and that one was a little bit different. There have been a couple different Secret Wars in the comics. It was always kind of a reset point, but this was an older version of Secret Wars where the Beyonder took over. In the same situation, you had a battle world, but this time Spider Man had to pull together a team of people to help him on Battle World. So they were snatched through time. He ended up getting like Tony Stark and Storm and all kinds of characters like that. The Fantastic Four as a group.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that
so
was pretty dope.
it'll be interesting to see how they what direction they go with this. Sarah says, now it's my daily routine to sleep in day and wake up whole night. I'm on wrong time zone, bro. I hope my variants will be on the right time zone. That's
Don't
why they probably are. Your variants are each one of
worry,
your
you're the superior Sirach.
yeah. So your variants are on the opposite time. They sleeping with everybody else. So this version of you is up. So you are the superior variant because you gonna know this before the
Hmm.
rest of them.
Just like how our main character Loki's the superior Loki, obviously.
But then you probably got another variant where we all hanging out, man. We all hanging out, nerding out on this Loki stuff, man. But yeah. So the hair standing up, man. I'm anxious. I'm anxiously
Wow,
awaiting this moment.
you sure you didn't go Super Saiyan?
Oh, I see what you did there. Um, I don't have the hair for it though.
We just haven't seen a black Saiyan yet. We have no idea.
Maybe we should change the game on that. But just real quick, so we still got about 14 minutes before the episode is scheduled to air. Um, let's talk about some rumors, man. And I've been hearing a big one. No problem, Sarah. He says thanks. No problem. But I've been hearing a huge rumor that Kevin Feige might be leaving Marvel to take over Star Wars. And I
Ooh,
don't know
now
how
we're in
true
my
that is,
domain.
but I've been hearing it from a couple different sources that tend to get a lot of this stuff right. So wow,
Yeah.
we've been pushing for Dave Filoni to take over. This is an interesting turn of events, and then I'm wondering who will take his spot at Marvel. How do you feel about
Uh,
that?
how do? Well, I'll be honest. Star Wars is my domain, and when it Kevin Feige, I don't know a whole lot about him, but I do know that under him, he was able to put together and string all the movies together very well,
This is true.
and tie it really good together to give us the MCU as it is. So if he wants to do that with Star Wars, no complaints from me, because I'll be honest, like I love Dave Filoni, but he is not experienced in doing live action stuff.
Yeah, he's an animated guy. I liked what he
He's
did with Ahsoka though.
he's amazing when it comes to storytelling. He's amazing when it comes to knowledge of Star Wars. All his animations have been highly successful in and out of Star Wars. Um, I think he just needs more time in order to become a better director. But if him, Favreau, and Filoni are all together on a team, Star Wars is going to turn around for the better, and that would be amazing, and it'd be great. It would even be even better if they get George on the phone and they like talk to him. Then Star Wars then is going to be doing amazing, and
Yeah,
because it's really lacking right now, and I'm disappointed as a fan, who's been in love with Star Wars since he was like 2 years old, and um, so with Feige getting in there, and if he does take over Star Wars, that gives me hope that um, whatever Star Wars material comes out is going to together better. But um, he has to work with the pieces that are currently available. So it's it's going to be something down the road. Like I don't expect a whole lot next year, but maybe the year after in 2026 or 25. Um, it should be good by then. Hopefully, enough Star Wars stuff has come out, and then we can see how he's playing all the pieces together, and it forms up. Like, it would be nice to see some Mando crossover with some other stuff. I would like Boba to come back. I would like for him to actually get his own actual season, because Boba's really cool, but like his season kind of eh, like was overshadowed by the Mandalorian showing up. Din
yeah, they could
Djarin.
have did some good things with though. I will be interested to see like a space gangster series. And Sarav says he just watched the Gen V of the Boys Universe. Sarav, did you see the finale? That is something I wanted to mention because the finale last week it aired right after our last episode, so
That's
we didn't get
right.
a chance to talk about it. But that finale was lit. Oh my
It was pretty
god!
good.
Spoiler for that finale. Hopefully everybody that's watching it has seen it, but it I think it did a good job of setting up Boys season 4, leveling up the hype train for that. But what did you think of that Marie character, man? How she took that blast?
Yeah, see that's what really caught me off guard. I was like, "Oh
Good.
shit!"
Watched all
Like
episodes. Good.
I, I thought she was dead, but
I
then
did
like
too.
I thought she was dead. I was like, but that last sound effect you heard when she took it, I was like, okay, she didn't die from that, but how could she not die from that? And she wakes up. I'm just like, oh, what the? what the hell must have happened in order for her to
Does
survive
does
that?
that mean she's stronger than we thought? Or did he just like intentionally just give her a light blast? But we know everybody that we've ever seen him blast explodes. Is she
Well,
strong
no,
enough to keep all her blood in? Is
not
that a part?
everyone. I've seen him blast one or two people as like a bang,
Well,
like
I know he
knock them.
had the fight with Butcher and Billy Butcher and Soldier Boy last season when they were all powered up. So obviously it's not going to happen to them. But yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, like it when it comes to superheroes, like yeah, he could cut them in half, but he can't cut every single one of them all in half. There's like I've seen it as a thing of like if they're stronger, they could take the hit, and it's not always get like for instance Huey when he's on that
You're right,
on the
Sarav.
V.
Homelander was fire. His entrance, yes, absolutely. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it was a pretty dope entrance. Even though he's pretty sinister, it's
Yeah,
still
I
pretty cool to see
it
him.
surprised me how he was like, what kind of animal are you? But then I was like, why am I surprised? That was such the Homelander thing to do.
As soon as he is like, "What kind of animal are you?" I'm like, "That's right. He's on this like soup supremacy thing. Like right now, he's like, we are the people of the earth now. You are nothing."
Yeah, they spun that so cold. And man, the boys is starting to develop a nice little cinematic universe. Because even before last season, they had that little oh, what was the cartoon? Diabolical.
Diabolical, yeah.
Diabolical. I thought that was pretty dope. I want to see. I hope they bring that back for another season. That was pretty cool to me.
Dude, I really like that animation episode of him like going to like one of his first calls and like
By far, my favorite episode of Gen V though was the puppets. That puppet massacre. That was bananas. He's just
oh
tearing into
man.
him. He's like, oh, I got a kid. For real.
My favorite episode I think is the episode when they all wake up and they can't remember anything. And
Oh
like they're
yeah,
just waking up naked and
a
seeing weird
party or
shit and
whatever.
they're like, what the
Yeah,
hell's going on?
and Emma is
And
giant all of a sudden.
yeah, she's like a giant and like they're saying stupid things like, hey, when am I gonna have my period? Are you kidding me? And she's like, what? I forgot. Next Friday. Thanks. Like I'm like, whoa, her power can do that too. I'm like, geez.
Yeah, that was
But like
cold blooded.
but like but her power is very unique. Marina's like it's becoming more and more unique the longer it develops because like it's getting to the point where I think she can even detect thoughts.
Well, they've already announced they are doing a season two. It's gonna be called sophomore season, so they sticking with the school, the college vibe. So it's still a
Oh
lot
my
of
god.
things I'm curious to see. I think Victoria Newman somehow helps her out. Um,
What do you think of Translucent Sun?
oh, that was pretty. That was cool. I don't know why I didn't think that was possible that was his son after that whole season. It made all the
I,
sense in the
I, I
world.
kind of I kind of feel stupid. I'm like, oh,
Sarab, I
it's
need
just
some
like
compound V
translucent.
too, man. I need some
Oh, for real.
compound V. Sarab, if you had compound V, what power set would you want? How about you, Stu Dog? What kind of power set would you take?
Oh man. Okay. And just off the top of my head, without really thinking too hard, I would like the ability to, I guess, harden my skin. Um, like I
Like
could,
Luke Cage?
yes, harden my skin, but like more like any material I could touch, I could replicate.
Okay. Oh, I
So
like
like
that.
if like,
Oh, what's his name? The what's the absorbing guy? Creel, Crusher Creel, from MCU. He can touch anything and absorb it and like turn to it. Um, I kind of would like even though this is a mutant, So this person was born with it, but I don't care if I can have a power set I want. I would kind of want the Jean Grey power set where I can do the telepath and telekinesis. That's I
Hey,
don't really need much of anything else if I could do all that. I figure with the telekinesis, they didn't explore it a lot in X Men, but I feel like she could have used that to fly. I mean, I know she flew with the power of the Phoenix in comics and animation, not in cinematic universe of yet. But I feel like you can use that telekinesis to fly. Like I feel like instead of pulling things to you, you can just push off.
yeah, like I don't know how to describe the one I want, but pretty much I can become the material of anything I touch, and it'd be cool to like I don't know, develop it to a point that like it gets into my muscle fibers too, so like I can increase the density of my body and literally just like I don't know, jump onto something like land on top of a skyscraper, but I'm like made of like extremely dense like lead, and I just start going through all the floors, like
Oh
like
yeah,
all the way down.
like a Kitty Pride.
Yeah.
Sarah, he
Mm.
said he wants that Homelander power. Hey, you'll be a badass if you did. You'll be a badass if you did.
Hey
But
man, that's a
hey,
pretty
that Kitty
great.
Pride power set would be dope too. She just went bananas in the comics. She showed a whole nother level of what you can do with that intangibility. She incorporated it with some ninja skills, so she doing some fighting, and she just you throw a punch, she just go intangible, and you punch into your friend, like pull you through the floor and come back up kicking somebody else. Like she went Super Saiyan with that ability.
I mean, another one that would be interesting is like being able to absorb like the power of the sun, like kind of like photosynthesizing, but like I can, I don't know, turn into like the sun, but only like by absorbing sunlight or something. I don't know. I'm trying to get crazy with
Gonna
it.
be the Solar Man.
Yeah, solar
The
man.
Solar Man. The
That'd be
power of
cool.
the sun in the palm of my hand.
Dude, that would be pretty dope.
It
Like, I
would,
don't
man.
know. You ever seen the show Seven Deadly Sins,
I
the
have.
anime?
I have.
I want to be like Eskimo.
Okay.
I want to be. That's the power I want. I want to be Eskimo.
Okay. I could dig
The
it.
most the most giga of Chads.
I could definitely gig it. Dig it. Gig it. See what I did there?
But his
um
power is only based on
Sarav,
the
yes,
sun.
we did watch Invincible. See, Sarav, I'll tell you what, man, you looking at all my notes, bro. Everything you bringing up is in the notes to talk about. Yes, we did watch Invincible
You
season
found the
two, and
right channel.
it was badass, and we want to get into it so bad, but it's only 1 minute to this episode airs. So if you're gonna stick around after the Loki episode when we review that, we're gonna talk about season two of Invincible, and then next week, since Loki will be ended, Invincible is gonna be the show that we're gonna be recapping. So tune in again next
Yeah,
week. But yes, we did watch season two, the premiere, and it was so dope. I love
dude.
Invincible is probably one of the dopest storylines in this thing. We got another commenter, angry Joshua Sore, angry Joshua Sore. I like that.
Josh Sore.
Joshua Sore. Thor Loki is a Thoki. I
Okie
like. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Uh,
dokie, man.
and looks like the clock has just turned 8 o'clock. So what we're getting ready to do is go over here to this Disney Plus and do a little refresh. So let's see if it's
Oh, there it
on.
is. Wait. Yep.
And we're gonna queue up and watch this thing together. As always, we watch the recap, we watch the intro. Oh, come on, I got some troubles. My page unresponsive. Oh, we can't have this. Let's go out of
You're
here and
letting
go
us
back.
down, John.
I know. Dun dun dun. That's all right. I got a plan B.
My God.
Hopefully everybody's queued up. Good. If everybody is waiting on me, that means when I press play, everybody is gonna be on the same. on the same wavelength. I like that Thoki thing though. I'm gonna use that. Josh's or
Loki.
it's a Thoki.
A little off topic. I my D&D group yesterday. There's a set of armor that would turn me into Thor.
Nice.
I'm gonna try and get it. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. I was logged in on one, but I lost the connection, so I'm going in under a different internet browser right now. So give me one moment. Sorry, guys.
Hurry up, brother. Asgard calls for the sons of Odin to beckon.
This is what happens when you taxing your system with running a live stream. Um,
You got like a
it's
little
time to upgrade.
Scotsman. You got like a little Scotsman in the back, like with a wrench working on the pipes, saying like, "Giving her all she's got, cap."
Well, I haven't fed the hamster for the wheel yet, um, so he's
You
starting
might
to
want
slow
to
down.
hydrate him.
He's squeaking real slow.
He probably needs some water.
All right, all right. Let's go. Okay. Glorious Purpose. What was the season one's premiere episode was? Wasn't it Glorious? Glorious something. Glorious Purpose. Something along those lines. All right, so we are getting ready to. I'm gonna hit play in three, two, one, go. Start this timer. As always, I gotta kill my light because the glare is a problem.
Oh man.
Oh, do we get He Who Remains?
Ooh, different music.
Music, but they've been killing it.
Sounds like a heartbeat. Ooh, this is fire.
Time slipping. I think I said glitching earlier. My bad. Yeah, I think this time I think mine's is behind yours because I hear the music you're talking about now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it stalled a bit when I hit play, but that's okay.
Okay. I'm pausing it just for about 3 more seconds, so we're not too far apart. Okay. Whoa. So that's how it works.
So they did go back to that moment, huh? Sarav, I'm sorry, I can't put it on the screen because that's gonna shut the channel down. Copyrights. We're doing a kind of the watch along is we watch it together on our own screens and queue up and talk about it and review it together and react together. I'm sorry, bro. I, I hate to disappoint, but yeah, I can't put it on screen. We won't have a channel if I do that.
It's freaking lame.
Yeah, episode is started. We're about 3 minutes in. Didn't I say that last week that they got to just move faster, collect everybody quicker?
Oh my god.
Saraz, the time zone is messing with them. It's not released here. I think I should use. You probably gonna have to, Sarav. Yeah, use a VPN to show that you in America.
Oh my god.
A waste of time and not time waste me.
God. Dude, I'd be so mentally demoralized at the point of watching him get materialized like that.
For real.
Oh my gosh, I saw a skull.
I would probably never eat spaghetti again.
Dude, that would really suck for me because that is my most favorite thing in the whole world to eat.
All right, Sarav, I totally understand, bro. We'll catch you later. Join us after the episode. Check us out, or next week, same time. We're gonna talk Invincible, bro. It's been a pleasure having you on.
Only one coat of paint.
All right, peace, Sarav. Thanks a lot, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy
Did they really just go centuries in advance? Talk about a time jump.
dude, that is never before seen. Like it's usually like 10 years later, 100 years later, 1,000 years later. No, centuries.
I take it he screwed up a lot.
Jeez, that's a lot of information to give to somebody at that point. You expect them to remember it.
I, I tell you what, I would have liked to seen that trip on the stairs though.
Oh boy. Yeah. Loki is just so tired to see this dude. Oh wow.
Could they have not just used magic in that situation?
You can't use magic in the
But
TVA, right?
didn't they turn that off last time?
I thought so.
Or did it reset? When it reset, it turned back on, maybe?
Oh my gosh. Gosh, that's a ridiculous fucking tube. But it does look dope. Oh god. Holy shit.
He take it too long.
Holy shit. This dude is getting fucking put through it. Oh, nice, huh?
Uh, oh, he actually did make it back in. Did it work, wizard?
Oh man. I've been thinking that the whole time. Are they only figuring this out now? It's infinite multiverses.
Because
Uh
you
oh.
killed he who remains.
Yep. It's pretty much a trap. I felt like John, tell me you are not thinking the same thing. Like that the branches would just keep expanding. There's no way that loom was ever gonna hold infinite.
Yeah, it felt like it's a, they got to hit the reset button. Uh, it's just,
God,
it's gonna happen. They can't. Yeah, you can't hold non-stop.
I feel so stupid now. Like I wish I had said that before because I was right. I'm like, wait, I literally on a team of engineers. I know how this works.
Oh, he gonna stop her from killing him. That's the only
Yep,
way to do it.
it is. It's the
Didn't
only
I
way to
mention
stop
that
it.
she went back? Then maybe she'll go back and stop her from killing him. Maybe he will go back.
Maybe.
I think I mentioned that last week. He just chilling.
Yeah, no, no.
He gonna keep losing to her.
He's gonna have to kill her.
Why don't he just have her enchant him?
No, he's gonna have to kill her.
Like, look, Sylvia, I've been through time. Enchant me. That was pretty sick.
That was nice.
Pause. Oh, kiddo. Uh oh.
don't understand. What does he get out of it though? Just that he never dies?
Yeah, I guess so. A long, boring life. Loki got to take over at the end of time.
Damn. Oh, I know what he gets out of this now. This is a really good moment, but yeah, I was about to say it looks horribly CGI'd all around him.
Yeah. I've been asking since the beginning why he don't go out there. He a god.
I know. I thought the same thing. Like, who would be better to withstand it?
Does his
He probably
skin peel?
age.
Will his skin
His
peel?
maybe not. It'll age him really fast. Uh, One last hair flip.
It's in his contract. I
I
need I need at least 5 flips a season.
wonder if he like has to go to the gym and like work his neck out and his traps so he doesn't like hurt himself. Holy crap. He's changing.
Loki about to get a power up.
Whoa. Is he aging? Remember, Asgardians age quite slowly, so
I've heard a lot of mention of a god of stories, Loki.
wait, is this like his Thor version of the level up? Where he
Or the Loki version.
yeah, the Thoki. Is he gonna create Elias?
Is he putting bringing the branches back to life without the loom?
Ooh, is he making Yggdrasil like the world tree in Viking lore? The tree of life.
End of time.
Oh,
Are those the Loki loafers?
those are those OG Viking moccasins.
Some Asgardian slides.
Ooh, the Asgardian slides. Wow, this really feels like some mythical tale. Like Sisyphus always doomed to roll the boulder up the mountain.
Yeah, this is sick. He going to sit on the throne at the edge of time. He finally get his throne.
He gets the throne finally. Mm, certainly one nobody would sit upon.
The CG is pretty sick.
Oh, this is so amazing. Yep, this is one of those doomed tales of sacrifice.
The Loki loom.
Are we inside the time stone now? Yggdrasil! I called it!
Right.
The tree that holds all 9 realms. Sorry, I got a bit excited there.
Nah, that was sick. Casey need a promotion. Ah, that was an Ant Man shout out.
Okay, I was curious.
616 adjacent. The quantum realm adjacent.
Ah,
So they watching the Kang variants.
the TPA becomes the Kang Watchers. Okay.
He don't want to do it no more. Kids. Is she gonna be the new judge?
She's gotta be. It's either her or Suey. Oh,
Fresh new books, new color. Got that new colorway. Is Loki the writer?
I don't
I feel like if Loki wrote it, it'd have been green.
know. Pumpkins. Yep. Welcome to the fucking banished realm. You get to live here now.
Is that a freaking pyramid over there?
Yeah, with some sphinxes, dude. Yep. Banished.
Eliath. He just watching it. He not going to live it.
Hmm.
It's an interesting statement. Sit here and let time pass. Living outside of time, time never passed. It's got to be a new concept for him.
I knew there would be a badass ending for Loki.
So I wonder, do we get a season 3? I heard them they said at some point they will reunite Loki and Thor. I don't know when or how. It doesn't look like there's an end credit. Yeah, I'm not seeing the end credit, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this.
Yeah,
All right, so man, what a dope episode, man. Great finale.
I
Let me stop this timer. Go ahead.
I'm a real sucker for anti-heroes or heroes having tragic endings. I don't know why. I like that, especially when it falls along the lines of self-sacrifice.
Yeah, that was very fitting. Um, I thought the He Who Remains stuff was cool, bringing him back. To know that that was all a part of the plan. Um, that he knew he
The
would
whole
go through
time,
all of that.
man.
So that's interesting. Was it part of the plan for Loki to take over? Is that why he suggested it in season one? You take over.
I think so. I mean, it's hard to say with He Who Remains because I was starting to think, and I'm like, what does he get out of it? What does he get out of it? And I thought he wants to get out of it. He doesn't want to do it no more. But the thing is like he can't have himself do it. Like that's part of the problem. The only option can't just be him. So he had to have gone through all that and devised such a way to where the only person capable of taking over his job so he can be free of the burden was Loki. Now he's gone. He's no longer has to be responsible for it. Doesn't mean he's gone. Just
Now I am a little disappointed that I didn't get any alligator Loki or Kia Loki. I was really hoping that we would see
I
some
was too,
variants.
man. Who knows? We might get them later.
I hope there's a season three. Keep it coming. This was well written. The visuals were amazing. The music was amazing. This was a great series, man. A great season. Um, man, now I wonder how does Loki fit in now when we go to the Kang Dynasty? Is Loki gonna be like one of our like grand heroes in that? You know,
I hope so, man.
now that we
Like
know the TVA is watching the Kang variants.
he might appear to people in various times and places as kind of like the giant green face, like from Wizard of Oz or something, and like talk to people throughout the timelines and such. Unless like Thor does something crazy and finds some super duper power thing, and like he finds Loki, he's like, "Come with me, brother. I can't leave. I'm holding time together." And he's like, picks up something, he puts it there, and he's like, "There, they'll do it for now." What? You
That'll
like
be
you have
just
no
silly
idea.
enough to work for them. That's some Thor type stuff.
What is that? Oh, it's and then he tells him, he's like, "It'll hold your spot while we go."
He'll like put
You know
Mule
what? I had
put
both.
Mjolnir on it or something.
Yeah, he'll put Mjolnir on it, and it holds the tree in place for while they go and do something. That would be the way it goes. I swear.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Man, so I can't wait to see get more Loki. I hope we see him in some of the upcoming film projects. But I want to see this newer version of Loki. Maybe we get him in the Deadpool 3. That would be sick. I hope that we could get that. Um, and maybe this version there. So in the Secret Wars comic, in the end, who fixed everything was Franklin Richards' kid, Mr. Fantastic. His kid has the ability to manipulate reality universally. So Mr. Fantastic just remembered it, and I believe Mr. Fantastic was given some Beyonder powers as well. So him and his son rebuilt the universe.
Oh,
So I'm wondering, does Loki take that role with his new power? Does he rebuild things after Secret Wars, or does Secret Wars come back and um give us old Loki? And Jer, he just shouted out. Mobius shouted out the quantum realm. Yeah, I picked up on that too, man. The quantum realm shout out, that was pretty cool. And they said it was they spotted a Kang variant on the 616 adjacent. I did catch that. That was on the quantum
I
realm.
was I was staring so hard at it, and I was like, I should know this.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool to tie that in though. So we got to get more. Maybe another season just setting up the Kang dynasty. I kind of feel like this kind of got to go along with it now. Um,
Yeah,
he's the he's the Kang stopper.
yeah. That's I think that's the whole point of it. I think where Loki is, he doesn't really replace anything. I think he's holding it all down because everything we talk about literally can happen around him and affect him. He's holding all the realities now.
Yeah. Now, call me crazy, but what happens as more branches? Because we know he who remains, his thing was protecting the main timeline. Loki seems to be protecting all of the branches now. But as more branches keep popping up, because infinite, does the tree just get bigger or what? How does that work? I wonder.
Well, the tree's just going to keep growing. It's a tree.
Yeah, but
Like, I mean,
trees
like,
naturally don't grow to be infinite.
well, this is not that kind of tree. I mean, the redwoods. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen them, but those things are ginormous. Those are huge, and they're
Yeah,
still growing.
yeah, I guess that could work.
And they've been around since dinosaur times.
So do you think what was going on with Mobius? I thought that he was gonna go back and live on the time stream, live his life on the timeline. But looks like he's just watching. So did he leave the TVA, or is he just taking a little break to check things out?
I think he's taking a break.
Cause I tell you what,
Hey,
we need him around. If there is gonna be a season 3, I don't know if there is or not, but if there is, he's got to be in the TVA. He's got to stick with the TVA. In fact, I hope he's in Deadpool. That'll be pretty cool if he's the agent. Um, but this was an awesome season, man. Oh, can't wait to see what happens next in this MCU world. But just we ain't gonna hold you too long. But before we get out of here, just a couple, some nerd news and reviews and whatnot.
in the wheelhouse
Jr.
of the
says
nerdum.
he gonna find out the girl who left him. Interesting.
Yeah, he's gonna go
Yeah,
after that lost flame and be like,
baby
"Why'd you
mama.
leave me? You know, I've
Mobius
been
going to find.
saving universes."
I like that. I like that idea, Jay. Season 3 is maybe we get Mobius baby mama, and it's like a Sylvie variant,
Oh
and
my
that's why
god.
she been on the run her whole life. I don't know, it's something silly, but I like that idea. Um, but just and some other Marvel news. Before we got before we got into this episode, we did talk about Kevin Feige a little bit. The possibility of him leaving Marvel for Star Wars. We kind of talked about. I know you talked about the effect that would have on Star Wars, but I'm wondering the effect it'll have on Marvel. Um, I like Kevin Feige in Marvel, and I know things have been going kind of backwards of late, but I think a lot of that is
Hmm.
due to just how big the MCU grew and kind of got out of control for him, for one man.
Uh,
Um, as far as like when you added in the Disney Plus shows and he was in charge of all of that, it's hard for him to maintain continuity of so much hopping off
I
at
think
once.
yeah, that could have been a part of the problem. Like, but there's also so many other lower execs making decisions, and he doesn't, get to fine tune everything. Like with a fine brush.
Yeah, and that's what I mean because there's so much going on. It's hard for him. I'm sure it's downright impossible for him to be finger on thumb on everything. To be hands on with absolutely everything that's going on. So I can't fully blame him. Now I won't absolve him for the issues. I mean, you do need to have final say, but I think it's kind of hard to manage all of that. And I think he overall has done a good job. Look how huge the MCU has gotten. Even if they're in a downward trend, that's still bigger than everybody else.
I mean, it's the first time it's ever been done. Is
Exactly.
another thing too. So like, I would love if we could have something like that for the DC universe.
Yeah, I like James Gunn a lot though. I think he can make it happen. The thing about James Gunn is you could tell he's a true friend. He'll bring in the obscure characters. Like I just rewatched the Suicide Squad a couple days ago, and like he found a way to make Polka Dot Man relevant.
I know that was funny. It's your mom.
So we could get all, and there's probably no limit to the characters that we gonna get. I mean, even some of the stuff that they've announced so far, um, like the Authority. I don't think that's something that we would have gotten from anybody else but James Gunn. I believe that he'll probably give you a live action Calendar Man, Condiment King,
Yeah, Calendar
Kite
Man.
Man.
Oh my gosh, he
Hell
would.
yeah. Kite Man. He'll find a way to make it work though. I like James Gunn in that spot, and I can't wait to see how his Superman turns out, and the Batman Brave and
Ooh,
the Bold, because I really want to see who plays Damien.
ooh. You know what I would really like to see? I'd really like to see a Batman Beyond Terry McGinnis.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Like
yes,
that would be so sick, and it would be a break away from the typical Batman.
yes.
This is coming from a Batman fan. Like,
And Michael
dude,
Keaton's version of Batman would be dope to play that older,
oh hell yeah!
because
Like
Flash, despite how you feel about it, Michael Keaton was dope in that.
he was.
He
It's
was one
Michael
of the
Keaton,
best. He was one of the best parts of it.
dude. It was so dope that they brought that stuff back. I will say that like the Batman I grew up on was the one with Jack Nicholson as the Joker, and I know
Absolutely.
a lot of
Boy,
people
they get
like
all out
Heath
of me.
Ledger's and like Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, but to me the best Joker ever is only one of two. It's the animated Joker, voiced by Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. He does all the animated Joker voices, even the Arkham Asylum games. And number two, Jack Nicholson from the 1989 Batman.
Yeah, that was classic. I love that. There's been a lot of good variations of Joker though. I loved his version. I loved the Heath Ledger version. The Heath Ledger version was more of a realistic version.
A more
Um,
sociopathic.
yeah, I liked his version a lot. His version showed you more of a thinking man's Joker. Even though he said that it was chaos, it was still planned
Oh, it
chaos.
was, yeah, it was planned out like really well.
Yeah.
Well, I got to get going soon, man. But if you want, we could talk about Invincible before we go.
Yeah, yeah, real quick. And we'll get into more of Invincible next week. Definitely looking forward to tomorrow's episode. But yeah, season 2 has kicked off, and we're getting Angstrom Levy now. And this is a plot that I really enjoyed in Invincible. Um, they do a good job with the multiverse, and I'm hoping that we can get the Invincible War in this
Hmm.
season. How sick would that be?
I'm ready, man. I just love the brutality and and realism of such a universe like that. And
Yeah,
and like and as if for those who have seen the first episode of season two, like he's going through some serious PTSD right now. He's witnessed some brutal stuff that he wasn't ready for. He might be tough. internally and externally, but like there's nothing you can do about the brain when the
Yeah,
brain
I
gets
mean
hurt.
his pops almost beat him to death. And just completely left the planet. Found out he was lied to his whole life, and his mother. I know in the comics, his mother went through some things. She became like an alcoholic and all kinds of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how deep the show goes into that. Because they with season one, they kind of jumped around. They moved a lot faster than they did in the comics. Because season one, we got the Omni Man reveal right away, whereas in the comics, it was kind of fleshed out a lot longer.
Yeah,
So um, it's hard to say what we're gonna expect to see because they speed through so much of it. But it'll be interesting to see that dynamic with his mom. I know we saw toward the end of the season, last season, when she found out about Nolan. She went to I forget his name, the tailor that makes all of the super suits.
oh yeah, the other guy that is voiced by Mark Hamill.
Yeah, and had a drink with him. In the comics, they have a fling.
Oh,
So I wonder, do we get a little bit of that? Was that the lead up to that?
I felt like I was feeling that too. But
Yeah.
hey, man, I gotta get going.
All right. Yeah. Definitely appreciate you, and it's been a great episode, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all watching, y'all still with us, please, please, please don't forget to drop a like, share, subscribe. We appreciate the comments, and tune in next week. And if you haven't heard, the SAG strike is it appears to be over, so we look like we're gonna start getting some new content real soon. So it's been a pleasure having y'all on. This week was dope, and ladies and gentlemen, from us here at the Street Geeks, man, we appreciate you guys, and man, we love y'all. We'll catch y'all next week. We out. Keep it nerdy. Peace.
See you guys.